Look into my eyes, it's gonna be right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. Oh, that's all we got. One moment, one shot.
Hello everybody, my name's Liam Bradley and I'm the Recruitment Manager here at the Northern School of Art. Thank you for joining us today for this live virtual open event. Here you will learn more about our courses, our unique institution and also the fantastic student support service that we have here. At the end of this event you'll have the opportunity to ask us some questions that you can put forward to some of our staff. So, the Northern School of Art has been around for over 140 years and we are the only dedicated specialist provider of further education colleges in the north of England. We have some of the best results in the Tees Valley and we are top 10 nationally for student satisfaction. We bring a unique learning experience to our students and we are a creative community. So we do get to know our students individually and you are also surrounded by like-minded individuals. We help to support you as a successful artist and designer, and students are taught by staff who are passionate about their creative subject, and many also work as creative practitioners outside of the school. Our facilities are unsurpassed in the region. You simply will not find art and design facilities like it at any other further education college in the region. We have industry standard film, photography, design, textiles and fine art studios. Our courses allow students to progress on into a number of creative jobs across the region and across a broad spectrum of art, design, media, entertainment and so on. In September 2021, we moved our outstanding teaching to a brand new campus in central Middlesbrough. Here is a short clip from my colleague who will tell you more about that.
The building work of our new £14.5 million FE campus in central Middlesbrough is making good progress. The new campus, boasting a distinct and striking design, is scheduled to open for new and returning students in September 2021. This three-storey purpose-built building will create new teaching space for the North's only specialist art and design college, covering the wide range of arts, design and film courses. The relocation from our existing campus in Acklam to the prime spot in the heart of Middlesbrough means we are closer to the Boho area and the centre for the creative and digital cluster in town. The new location provides easy access for students from across the Tees Valley who are attracted by the school's specialist creative curriculum, as well as supporting greener transport options with easy access to the bus and railway stations close by. The school offers a fantastic free travel package for anyone travelling on an Arriva bus, as well as specified Northern Rail services, in addition to a dedicated bus route servicing Easington, Peterlee and Billingham too.
For more than 20 years, the UK's creative industries has grown and grown faster than the rest of the economy, creating hundreds and thousands of jobs and generating more than £100 billion each year. The largest areas of jobs are linked to things like software, games design, film and TV, advertising, marketing, publishing, music and the arts. At the moment, there's around about 1 in 11 jobs at the moment that are creative in some way, shape or form. In the northeast in particular, this area is being used for many filming locations such as Vera, Victoria, 1917, I, Daniel Blake, Harry Potter, Robin Hood and so on. The school offers both vocational and more academic routes to our students, and this is all dependent on your learning style and preference. You're now going to watch a short clip where I'm asking my colleague Amanda Smith about the different pathways that we have available. Amanda, do you want to tell us a little bit about the courses that we offer here?
Well, I think I'll start with the level 3. So that's for students who would be leaving school now, potentially with their GCSEs. We have a full range of specialist 2-year courses: photography, graphics, interactive media, fashion, textiles, fine art, and also art and design. And that in particular is a great course if you're not sure what you want to specialise in. All the courses are specially designed to help you make career decisions, especially during the first year. You'll be exploring lots of different materials within your specialism, and then in your second year you'll be trying to make some decisions about which career, which university, which apprenticeship, or even which job you want afterwards. They'll be supported by visiting lecturers, ex-students who are now running their own businesses. So there'll be a lot of contemporary and authentic live work experiences for all the students to take part in.
We have a very unique A-level pathway. We have a visual arts pathway, which includes photography and fine art. We have a design pathway, which is textiles and graphics, and learners will do both of those pathways and then can select either English or art history. Following the first year, which is very experimental, it allows you to explore all the different disciplines before specialising in either an A-level in graphics, textiles, fine art or photography. And then obviously your chosen pathway, which is either English or art history. So you're going to come out with 3 A-levels.
I think it's really good for people that are not quite sure what they want to do, but have more of an holistic experience before kind of making the decision about where they want to firm up with their A-level at the end. I think that's a really good distinctive offering compared to what other colleges offer.
Oh, I definitely think so, because it allows the student after the first year to make a much more informed decision about which A-level they want to complete.
Yeah.
And that's perfect. It also supports industry, that, you know, when you're out there in the real world, in the professional career, you may not just be doing photography. As a graphics producer, you may be doing photography, you may be doing some surface design. So the learners get that experience from day one.
Multidisciplines.
Yeah.
And of course, another fantastic offer that we do here is our Foundation Diploma course, which has been running for a long time now, and it does serve a different kind of student. It's traditionally for people that may have done A-levels in the past but are looking to develop their art and design skills a bit further, and to go through that exploratory kind of process to find out where they want to specialise in, ready for when they go to university. So you're coming into an environment with post 18-year-old students. You're having a try at different art and design disciplines, basically, with a view to kind of thinking at the end, I want to go and do fashion or textiles or graphics or photography at university level. And we have some amazing results in Foundation. We get students into universities all over the country, and I know this year, in fact, 5 students will be looking to apply to Oxford in the next couple of months, which is amazing. We also get a lot of students coming to our Hartlepool site as well, which is fantastic.
If you're a student who's of a more mature nature, we have a course for you too, access to HE. You don't necessarily need any formal qualifications. You need a little bit of a portfolio and a big passion, and within a year, quite potentially we'll have you on a university place, your first choice.
In terms of entry requirements and the qualifications that you might need to get onto us to do a course here, what I will say first is we are an environment which encourages people from lots of different backgrounds, and that adds to the rich, diverse culture and student population here. So we do have a number of courses that suit a number of different levels. In the main, people will need to have a minimum of 4 GCSEs or above to get onto our level 3 diploma. 5 GCSEs or 4 or above to get onto our A-level pathway. But if you don't have those GCSE grades, don't worry, because we do have another course which is level 2 art and design. Amanda can tell you a little bit about that.
It's a fantastic springboard, an opportunity for you to build your basic skills whilst making an informed decision about what area you want to move on to into next. So it's a 1-year programme, lots of different media techniques and approaches, and then a very simple procedure to progress through the college onto the specialist course of your choice.
Anybody that applies to us, we encourage them to obviously make an application, either through our paper form or online. We will invite you in to the campus where we'll have a chat with you. We'll also look at your artwork if you do art at GCSE, or if you've done anything outside of college, you know, whether you've done your own sketches at home or you've taken your own photographs. We want to see what makes you tick as a creative and where your passions lie, and make sure we get you on the right track, on the right course that's suitable for you. So, what about life after college? Well, we help more college level students progress onto their next educational steps compared to any other further education college in the area. Some of our students decide to stay on with us and study for a specialist degree programme at our Hartlepool University level campus. Over at Hartlepool, we have some of the best employability ratings, and we do help students to progress into many different areas, working for companies such as Channel 4, ITV, Pinewood Studios, Aardman Animation, Netflix, and places like House of Holland, IKEA, Timrose Beastries, and so on. Students may also want to progress on to do a master's programme or even train to become a teacher. Before you hear from our course tutors, I just want to say one more thing. Choosing where to study is obviously a big decision, so it's best to do your research to find the course and the college that is right for you. These have been strange and unsettling times, and COVID-19 has affected us all, but throughout the autumn term, students were safely on campus and in studios, and they are now back on campus with in-person teaching. We are now offering one-to-one tours, socially distanced if you do want to come in and see us, and you can book that using our website. I hope to see you in the near future.
Such a good reputation, there was nowhere else compared.
It's so free, like honestly the creativity is nuts. There's a lot of support and tutoring and guidance.
Great work that I never thought I could. Oh, it feels amazing. It feels like all my hard work's gone to something.
I just wanted to study art, I didn't want to do any other subject. And the minute I walked in fine art, I was like, this is for me. You can see your work, everyone's looking at it. It's quite proud, to be honest.
Being like surrounded by other creative people so you can like inspire each other.
The tutors are so nice and they just like get you going in the right direction.
Be brave with your choices. Nothing's ever really wrong. If you can make it look good, it looks good. If you've got confidence in what you do.
Hi, this is Level 2 Art and Design. Level 2 Art and Design is a one-year course at Northern School of Art. The Level 2 gives our students the opportunity to develop their academic qualifications and also their creative skills in a broad range of different subjects. We touch upon areas such as graphic design, fine art, textile design, fashion. We do a little bit of photography and 3D work. Students are able to build a strong portfolio of work that will then enable them to apply to a Level 3 specialist course of their choice. Students that come on to Level 2 ultimately progress on to Level 3, some go on to employment, and then eventually a lot of our students take up HE courses and do degrees in various specialist subjects. A lot of our students are now employed in creative industries as graphic designers, animators, photographers. Some have become teachers and some have their own business, like their tattoo artists. So they've gone on to become very successful practitioners within the creative industries themselves.
So this is the UAL Art and Design Diploma Level 3. This is a general programme. For those of you students who want to keep your options open and are not sure what you want to specialise in, this is the perfect opportunity to then be exploring all those options in terms of discipline. You've got illustration, graphics, photography, textiles, fine art, ceramics, sculpture, lots and lots of things that you'll be exposed to, which will then help you to make an informed choice in which way you want to jump in terms of degree provision. It's a very, very open course. All briefs are left wide open to help you decide and maybe even mix up some disciplines. Your independence is given like a wide range. So if you're not sure on, the type of brief that you've got, you can, move away from it. We tailor every single brief, and especially towards the end of the first year and predominantly throughout second year, that tailored experience is an individual learning experience on this course. So you might have some students who are doing textiles, your best friend might be illustration, somebody else might be doing sculpture. We have a cluster of fine art, some photographers every year, quite a few illustrators, some people who do prop design. Whatever it is you choose to do, you can get on a degree course from this course. You're not shutting any doors at all. It just gives you that little bit longer to make a decision what's right for you. And that's the course in a nutshell, really. We do a lot of live projects. We work with the community, we work with the school, we can get individual tailored live projects, and it's a really, really broad open programme.
I'm the fashion lecturer here at the Northern School of Art on our FE UAL extended diploma in fashion. The course is structured to give you a good understanding of the fashion industry, and it's very kind of mirrored in what's going on in industry and what we set in our curriculum. So we cover a lot from kind of design to pattern cutting to garment construction, through to fashion communication, marketing, promotion, fashion illustration. We kind of get as much as we can to give you kind of good understanding so that you're prepped, ready to apply for a university course or apprenticeship within the kind of field of fashion. We start with a very experimental year where in our first year, where we look at doing some live projects where you might do some fashion spreads in magazines with live projects, through to designing athleisure wear. We've got a jacket project that we do where we run it alongside one of our ex-students who works for Nike in Portland, Oregon, and she likes to see the work at the end of the project and judge for us the strongest piece of work. So it's like a live competition. And then we also go on to the end of the course where you'll do your specialised project. And once you've had a good experience of a range of projects, you specialise in what you would want to go into when you leave us. Some of the work students have gone off and done promotion, and they might be really interested in kind of different ways of capturing a fashion audience. So here we've got some kind of stickers and promotional stuff, website design, advertising, things like that. Or some students might go on and do design and might specialise in occasion wear or outerwear, things like that. You get lots of skills and techniques in presentation and developing a really good portfolio for interview on whatever your next step would be. And we feel that this course really preps you for what's expected at you at degree level or in industry. With the professional skills that are embedded throughout the whole of the programme. You might go on to fashion illustration, where we do a fashion illustration project, where we'll do life drawing and kind of observational drawing and really sharpening those visual recording skills. It starts off really supported in first year, where we'll work three-dimensionally, might work on the stand, in workshops, we'll all work together, and we'll help you with kind of displaying your work and following the creative process.
Hi, my name's Kat. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the film and TV production course. So it's quite a new course going into its second year this year, and we decided as an art school it was time to create a film course at college level because the film industry and the TV industry is absolutely huge and constantly growing. So £4.6 billion went into the UK economy from the film and TV industry, which is a lot of money. And lots of things are being filmed throughout the Northeast as well, so the industry's kind of really come into the North. Things like ITV's Vera is filmed throughout Teesside and a bit further as well around Newcastle. ITV's Victoria has been filmed in Hartlepool in the past, and things like Star Wars Force Awakens was filmed in the Lake District, which isn't too far from here. So really shows that the film industry isn't in London. Lots of things are coming to the northeast and coming around to the north as well, which is really exciting. Our film course is 2 years and it sets you up for either employment or to go into a degree as well. So we do have the university level campus in Hartlepool that has a film degree, so there's opportunity to progress on to there. Just like all the other college courses, it gets you ready to go on to whatever it is you want to do, be it employment or a degree. So across the 2 years, you'll learn lots of different skills that will get you ready for the film and TV industry. So you'll learn different skills in creating documentaries, dramas, comedies and things. You'll learn the basics of script writing as well. You'll do some editing in our edit suites using Adobe Premiere. You'll film out on location in TV studio space as well, so you'll learn the differences between the two. And it's just a really exciting course for anyone that's wanting to get into the film and TV industry. And we're hoping to start an acting course in September 2021. So as a filmmaker, having actors on location all the time would be perfect for you. So yeah, it's a really exciting course for a really exciting industry, a massive, always growing industry as well. I mean, what did we all do in lockdown? We watched films, we watched TV, we watched Netflix. So we need people to keep creating those films and TV shows for us to watch. But yeah, hope to see you in September.
Hi everybody, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about the Fine Art provision. So this is a level 3 programme of study that runs over 2 years, and within that we offer students the opportunity to explore what we call a multidisciplinary approach to practice. So within Fine Art, as a context, we look at everything from painting and drawing, sculpture, printmaking and some digital ways of working. So we offer students the opportunity to develop a really wide range of skills, and we underpin that with theory and critical thinking. Within year 1, learning opportunities are more diagnostic, so we teach students to have a really broad skill base. We teach you lots of different techniques and processes, ways of working, we introduce you to different media, and then within the second year we enable you to focus that and become really independent learners. In the second year we look at tailoring your portfolios into the avenues that any student then chooses to progress onto, so we can then look at different ways of working within the context and really suit your individual needs and pathway progression. Our learners move into generally higher education, but because it's quite a diverse portfolio that we build, it means that those progression avenues are really open. So that means that we can look at everything from fine art practice to curation, sculpture, painting, printmaking, but we've also got students that progress onto things like textiles, digital imaging, illustration. So we kind of suit learners that don't know exactly what they want to do when they start the first year, because it's a very open course. This course is delivered by specialist practitioners, and our ethos is to produce learners that not only are well prepared for their next steps within education, but also really passionate and excited about their subject.
Okay, so the Extended Diploma in Graphic Design is quite a unique course in the area, and our selling point is we teach learners to work through the design process to help projects not only technically professional, but well-researched commercially and viable graphic design concepts. The main career roles that this course can lead to are quite a lot. Graphic design is a huge area of the creative industries, with career progression within advertising, packaging design, branding, editorial design, motion graphics and illustration. We've had a huge number of learners moving on from this course to work within the industry, either as freelance designers running their own businesses or working for larger corporations. Jack Richardson created his own fashion brand set, which has grown nationally and internationally, worn by Skepta. Matthew Goodyear moved directly from our course to work for a design agency called Better Brand, starting as an intern before working up to a junior designer position. Sam Dunn, an illustrator who moved on from us to study illustration at university, has gone on to work for Kerrang magazine. She's also done work for Nike and various musicians. Every year, our students work on live projects for real employers and clients. Last year, our students completed work for a local coffee shop. So, what is our success or pass rate on the course? Well, our success rates on the course are always extremely high, with vast majority of learners always achieving aspirational targets. A majority of graphic design students progress onto higher education, and some have moved on to an employment or apprenticeship within the creative industries.
Hi, my name's Tom. I'm the course leader on interactive design here at the Northern School of Art. Interactive design is a qualification that covers three main areas of the creative industries: illustration, animation, and 3D modelling for game design or TV, special effects. Within interactive design, we have a strong focus on digital industries, but all of that is backed up with really good drawing skills and teaching you the fundamentals and the basics of creative practice. Throughout your time here, you'll be participating in projects such as character design, concept art, could be comic books. You might do bits of commercial work with advertising potentially, as well as game design projects. Students have taken on all sorts of different projects with real live customers from out in the real world. In the past, we've had students who've gone on to do some amazing things. Domarine Cox was one of our students here. She's an award-winning art director for animation houses in London. We've had students who've gone on and worked with stop-motion animation companies as 3D stop-motion animators and model makers, working on things like the Sainsbury's Christmas advert campaign just a couple of years ago. During your time here, we try to teach you to be versatile, but what we find is that a lot of our students are really dedicated and so really get down to the hard graft and become really well-developed animators, illustrators, and 3D designers.
Hi, I'm Neil McCormack. I'm the course leader for Interior Architecture and Product Design. This is a 2-year full-time course. Students on this course go into careers including interior design, architecture, product design, furniture, exhibition design, design for film and TV, transport design, product design, and into teaching as well. Here we are in the bench shop, and I've got some examples of furniture which students have been making. This is a piece of furniture which is designed to be a flat pack and be used as a little stool or as a table, or it can stack up. And these are prototypes, so these are the ones that were made before the final idea. And you can see that this one has been used to mark out different seat ideas and different shapes. And this stool was made using a CNC router. With that, we can make things very accurately and quite quickly. Most of the students go to university after the course. Last year, 50% of our students went to do architecture, and generally have an excellent progression into higher education.
So, the photography course is a 2-year course and allows you to experiment with different styles and genres of photography. You will learn skills in digital photography and also how to use our dark rooms. Students get to decide what style of photographer they want to be over their 2 years of study, looking at paths into commercial or fine art style photography, experimenting with fashion shoots and also documentary style projects. In the past, students have done many live briefs and most recently worked with Aging Better Middlesbrough to create stunning imagery for their latest campaign. There are many jobs in photography. Every shop or business you go into will either have an in-house photographer or a team of photographers they hire for shoots. Photography is incredibly important in advertising and is a huge part of the creative industry. 2 past students are Eddie Maynard, who is a successful freelance photographer who has worked for music festivals around the world, and also Jack Boothby, who works for Visualsoft and also works for GoPro. If you want to go into the fantastic world of photography and learn how to tell different stories in beautiful ways, then this course is for you.
The extended diploma in textiles was 2 pathways. It's now 1 pathway, but it covers both pathways. So we basically cover the areas that make money. So you've got your commercial print. Everybody needs wallpaper. Everybody needs bedding, gift wrap, fashion, fabric design, and everybody needs costume. I said they're the 2 industries that are really booming in terms of jobs, graduates, theatre, film. Students that have gone off to be visual merchandisers for John Lewis. IKEA, we've got one that went off to do fashions now, a senior buyer for River Island. Students that have gone off to do gift wrap, fashion fabrics, quite a lot go off to do degrees at Hartlepool. Potentially we feed the industry over there. The briefs are so wide because of the amount of products and things we do. We have quite a lot of printers, we have quite a lot of makers. So we cover costume pieces, we cover digital, we cover STEM in terms of digital. We also do traditional screen printing and unusual techniques such as the ceramics, and we build products. This year the students have also done a live brief with Barefoot Solutions where they've produced bags. They've also looked at eco food banks and locally. So obviously we use traditional techniques, but every year the staff continually research new and innovative ways in which we can actually produce. We've had glow in the dark screen printing ink, we've done screen printed masks that glow in the dark. We're actually researching screen printing ink that you can use as a conductor. So you can actually use print a circuit board and light your lights from pieces of fabric. So we're researching into these really unusual ways in which textiles can be not just about the traditional little bit of knit and embroidery. It's knit and embroidery with wires and lights and things is new on our horizons.
Welcome to A Levels at the Northern School of Art. This is quite a unique A level pathway. Our learners will leave after 2 years with 3 A levels. We have a visual arts pathway, which is led by specialist fine artists and photographers. And we have a design pathway, which again is led by specialist textile artists and graphic designers. And then learners can choose from either art history or English language. At the end of the first year, learners will have had a broad experience of both visual arts and the design arts. And at this point, they will choose either to specialise in, from the design point of view, either graphics or textiles, and from the visual arts pathway, either fine art or photography. Pathways help to give learners a broader experience of what the arts are, especially when we're considering, changing times and this new environment, that learners need to have an understanding of all backgrounds. And that also helps them make a really informed decision about what A-level they're going to choose to specialise in. Learners will then be able to progress to a wide range of destinations, which could either be a direct route to university, such as graphics, illustration, fashion, criminology, illustration, etc., etc., or go down a more traditional route, which is a 1-year foundation course, which also prepares them for university. We like learners here to be happy, successful, and we look forward to meeting you all. Thank you.
Hi, this is Access to HE qualification. This is a qualification that's aimed at the 19+ learner. For those of you that are returning to education for whatever reason, could have a family, jobs, a whole life. It's a really good qualification in terms of it will give you those tools to hit a degree running, know how to successfully finish a degree, all the things that get hit with, like a dissertation, assignments, deadlines, managing your finances, everything like that. What this qualification will do, it will build confidence, it will build your observational skills, your analytical skills, reflective skills, and you'll meet friends for life. So when you go off to do a degree, the fee that is attached to this course is wiped. Only on successful completion of the degree, it gets wiped. So some students decide to stay local and move on to our HE provision in Hartlepool. Some go further afield. We've had some as far as Farnham, Edinburgh, Sunderland. This course is one of the best in the region. It's held up as a beacon in terms of the quality of work that comes out of here. Distinctions are high, portfolios, everyone gets into their first choice university, and it's a really, really good programme, especially for the 19+ learner.
Hi, I'm Sue. I'm course leader for the foundation course. The foundation course is quite a unique course in the college because it is a one-year course. It's for students who are 18. You need to be 18, that is a requirement of the course. And so it's really for students who have done A-levels in a subject, normally art and design, but sometimes people haven't had a chance to do art and design at A-level and they want to do a course where they can experience art. They've always had a love for it. We also have students who have done EDs and they come on to us to do the foundation. It's designed as a transition between the previous educational experience and getting you really ready for a degree, to find out and discover which one of the many subject areas in art and design really kind of suits you and suits your individuality and your kind of work skills. So on foundation we cover everything. What you're seeing as we go down this corridor is obviously a lot of painting. We don't only do painting, we have students who progress to do degrees in concept art, in illustration, in fashion, in graphic design, in 3D design, theatre, set, all sorts of things, photography, a whole range of art and design is open to you if you do a foundation course. We cover kind of broad generic skills and then also you get a chance to focus a little bit more for your application for UCAS. We help you a lot with your application for UCAS. A big thing for foundation is it's about the only course where if you are 18 years old and you want to discover a degree and find out which is the best one for you without investing £9,000, the foundation course is free. So it's a one-year experience. It helps you diagnose what you want to do, gives you experience of trying out all the different areas of art and design, and it helps you decide without having to spend a lot of money, so that when you do spend money to invest on your degree, you're sure that you're confident you made the right choice. It's also a fun year, we hope.
Hi everyone, my name is Teresa and I'm the Student Services Manager here at the Northern School of Art. I'm just going to take you through a short presentation to tell you a little bit about the support that our students can get whilst they're studying here. So we realise that coming to college can be quite daunting for some of our students. There's lots of new things to take on board, and that's why we have our Student Services team to help you settle in and take you through those first few steps of starting at college. And then the Student Services team are there with you to support you right the way through your time and your learner journey with us. The student support that we offer is very easy to access. We do have advisors that are specialists in a variety of different things, such as pastoral issues and mental health and financial support. We operate what's called an open door policy, so our students can come and access us as and when they need us. Obviously, at the minute, with our COVID secure arrangements, we do encourage our students to make an appointment to see us if they can. However, they can come and bob in to see us at any time that they feel that they need to chat through an issue or something that's worrying them. The way that we offer our support can vary. We offer it by one-to-one, small groups, but we also provide a variety of different workshops for our students on a variety of different topics. Our students can also find lots of information on our notice boards throughout the college, and we also have our virtual learning environment, which has got lots of useful information on a variety of different topics. So the types of things that we help support our students with, it can be relationship issues, it can be around staying safe, keeping healthy. We support our students with disabilities and health problems. We have a team of learning support advisors that offer students with learning difficulties any additional learning support they need, and we can also help our students with their finances. So one of the main areas of support, or the specialist areas of support that we provide, is for our students that have got dyslexia. And we do have a higher proportion than usual of our students that have got dyslexia, and I think that's because of the strengths that people with dyslexia bring to the creative environment. So for all our students, we do a dyslexia screening, and the reason for that is that we don't want to miss out on anybody that will need our support. From there, for anybody that needs it, we'll provide one-to-one specialist tuition, and that can provide support and help around spelling strategies, planning and organising work, and reading skills, depending on what that particular student requires. For those students that need a little bit of additional learning support, we have a dedicated team led by our Specialist Educational Needs Coordinator. And that support can again be one-to-one, or it can be small group work. It can be outside the classroom, but it can also be within studios and classrooms. That support extends not just to learning support, but also includes social, emotional and behavioural support for any of those students that need that. The other type of support that we can offer within college is counselling, and that is there for our students that might need a little bit more emotional support to help them alongside their studies. This is private and confidential service, and it's open to all our students. It is on site and easily accessible again. On the other side of this slide, we've got some examples of some other organisations that we work with. And so that we provide our students with the best and the most appropriate type of support, we work with all these additional organisations to make sure that if our students need a little bit of specialist support that we can't provide, we've got a quick and easy route into that support for them. So that's all from me. I will be part of the question and answer session, so you can ask any questions if I've not covered anything that you want to hear about. But we'll now hear from a former student of ours, Alan.
My name's Alan Best. I'm an illustrator and a teacher of art and design. What I'd like to do is just take you through one of my sketchbooks and share with you some of my drawings and doodles and pictures. But more importantly, I'd like to share with you why I studied at the Northern School of Art. Now, I studied a foundation course back in 2012, and this was just after I'd finished at sixth form, and I had a number of A-levels, and I just wasn't sure what to do with them at all. I didn't have a clue. I didn't know what I wanted to do in terms of my career or my creative practice. I've always been arty, and I've always been creative. I knew that that was something which I wanted to do in life, and if I could make a bit of money from it as well, then even better. So I chose a foundation course, and it just proved to be the best decision. I was able to try out all sorts of different disciplines and experiment in ways which I'd never thought of before. So I got to try out the textiles and surface design on the foundation course, got to try out graphics, fine art, photography, and then eventually specialising in illustration. Now I believe this is down to the quality of teaching and lecturing which I received on the foundation course. They were just fantastic at being able to identify my strengths and encourage me to experiment and challenge the way that I thought about my work, thought about how I made art and images, pictures. Because it's more than just about practice and technique. It's more than experimentation. It's about pushing and challenging the way that you think about the world around you and respond to it visually. So this was great, and that led me on to studying an illustration degree at Hartlepool. Now I'd had a great time at the Green Lane campus. The environment was fantastic. The atmosphere was great. I'd made loads of great friends who I still speak to today. And I just wanted to keep this going. I wanted to stay local. So Hartlepool was the best choice for me. And it was when the illustration course was just starting up as well. So it was all brand new and it was really exciting, and it was ideal. The illustration course was all about drawing. It was all about recording. This was an important factor for me as well. It was about the commercial aspect of it as well. So that was incredible. And like I said before, the quality of teaching on the degree course was also really good, really encouraging, supportive, and the course was able to open a lot of doors for me as well. I'd started working for The Guardian whilst I was on the degree course, and I then moved on to get a studio with friends as well. So it was fantastic. I'm getting towards the end of the sketchbook here, but the habits which I've picked up along the way from foundation and the degree course, they've just stuck with me. Always recording, always keeping a sketchbook, always experimenting, trying out different things, making notes, jotting down ideas, and it's still a practice which is like really important to my life nowadays when I'm teaching as well. So yeah, I would highly recommend going to the Northern School of Art, and it has had a really strong impact on me in my practice. So yeah, go and check it out.
Hello everybody, and welcome to the final section of the Open Day. So I hope you really enjoyed that. You've obviously heard briefly there from all of our course tutors and also our fantastic student services team, which I do need to say we did win a very special award yesterday, the Hart Gables Award, which I'll ask Teresa in a moment just to explain a little bit about that, because I think it's just a fantastic achievement. I'm pleased to be joined by some of the staff today. So we're joined by Amanda Smith in our A-levels course, Caroline Faulknell, who runs our textiles and fashion course, Sarah Drodge, who runs our level 3 art and design and also our access to HE, and also Teresa Latcham, who's the student services manager. So we've been getting a lot of questions actually throughout the Open Day session. So we're going to kick off. And I will put these to the different members of staff. So let's have a look. Who is first? So I don't know a lot about digital work. Will I learn that at college? So does somebody want to put the hand up to answer this? And Amanda was in there first, so we'll go to Amanda.
Hi. Yeah, every course will teach you something about digital. I mean, it's very important in the creative industries that even if you're not going to be a digital artist, you need to know about how to upload at the appropriate DPI, etc. How to clean up photographs if you're selling products. So all the courses have an element of digital work in them. And some of them obviously specialise in it in greater depth. I mean, I can spot Caroline over here because I know she does some digital textiles. So I'm going to hand over to Caroline.
Hi. So we have an element of digital which we teach you for the first year, and some students absolutely love it, and some students are like, no. However, by the time they get to the second year, they actually realise how important it is, even for the little things like just building up your portfolio and actually doing digital portfolios, which have been very important this year. But we use it in terms of a commercial side, so it covers quite a lot of the STEM. So we use all the software packages that the textile industry use, but it's all based on your own work, which you then digitalise into commercial print, which can be for wallpapers. It could be for gift wrap, it could be for greeting cards and stationery, which is really, really popular at the moment, like notebooks and cups and things. So basically, if you've got a love of drawing and exploration, you can then take any of your drawings and put it into any sort of digital print through the use of the digital packages that we use. And to be honest, with lockdown being as complicated as it has been, digital has flew off a little bit more because of the fact that the kids are working from home. But we've been really fortunate that all my students have also managed to buy iPads and iPencils, and we've managed to really explore Procreate and push that a little bit further as well.
I just want to point out that we also have all the Adobe packages for all the students as well. So students can access those from home as well.
Yeah, it's a really good point. So the next question is, I love making video. Do you have a film course, and what careers are there in film? So this person might have just missed the little snippet there from Kat, who was introducing the film course. Yes, we do. We do film and TV production. It's been running for almost 2 years now. And obviously that's going to be going into the new build alongside all of our other courses. So we're really excited to be using the new facilities for that. But check out our website for more information. The next question is, I'm interested in interactive design. Could I take this further in further years at the Northern School of Art? Anyone want to answer that? Yeah, Amanda?
Yeah, we've got an interactive design course, which is really quite exciting. So they get up to all sorts on that course. There's always something going on with them. So from drawing to concepts to ideas to animation, all the way through. It's a really good starter course to move you on into the interactive industries, and it can be as wide as you like. In the first year, you're kind of specialising, try lots of different elements of interactive design, slowly towards your final project in the first year, deciding on which elements you prefer the most or want to develop. And then in the second year, you're kind of specialising in the area that most interests you to support your career steps to HE afterwards. So yeah, it's a very exciting course. I love going in interactive design.
Yeah, it's very, very popular. So the next question we've got is, if I don't get any GCSEs, can I get in through the Saturday Club? The school offers an amazing Saturday Club for people who are interested in just kind of continuing their art and design. It's a little bit of a hobby club, a chance to make friends. So there is options for you to develop your portfolio through the Saturday Club. But what's really exciting for the college this year is that we're going to be running an Arts Award, which is an internationally recognised qualification for people who might be from the ages of 14 to 16 who want to develop their skill set, and that will enhance your chances and create a viable path towards our level 2 and level 3 provision at the school. So do check our website after Easter about that, because we'll be putting more information out there. Yes, Amanda?
I just want to say I've been interviewing some amazing students that have been going to the Saturday classes. It really does help. That extra creative practice really shows in the work, and it's a delight to interview those students. So if you can, get on there.
Yeah. Great. So this one is probably for Sarah, actually. So welcome, Sarah. I'm a mature student interested in art. Which course should I do, and are there any fees associated? You're on mute. There you go.
So there's 2 courses at the Northern School of Art, depending on your age and which route you'd like to take, and depending on, you know, how far up that age band you are. We have an access to HE, which is predominantly really for the returning learner. The cohort is getting younger, and we do have like 19-year-olds to 25, and then a little bit older. What the access to HE does differently to foundation is it gives you lots of different elements. It's a different pace. There's a different learner in that studio. It's not all predominantly maybe 18-year-olds and A-level students. So there's a wide variety of a mix of backgrounds. So we have different levels also as well. You know, some people come in with very low confidence, and what we do really well here at the Northern School of Art is help you develop that confidence. And then with foundation, you really need to think about, you know, it's a different type of route again. It's a younger cohort, faster paced, still a very general course, but just a different route. Both courses will get you where you need to be, but that's what you need to consider.
And we would invite anybody to get in touch with us afterwards, and if you want to come in for a socially distanced tour and speak to any of the staff, that option's there as well. So Teresa, welcome. Tell us about this fantastic award that we won yesterday.
Right, thanks, Liam. Yeah, so we've been working with Heart Gables, which is a charity that support LGBTQ+. We've been working with them for 7 years to make sure that any of our students that come to us that fall into that group are supported and get the specialist advice and guidance that they need. So we were put forward, nominated for a specific award around creating an inclusive and supportive environment for learners. And we were up against a few quite large and prestigious institutions, and we were super proud to have won that award last night. And that was for our work in collaboration with Heart Gables, providing our students with, for example, a peer support group. We offer a monthly drop-in on an individual basis, and in general, just the sort of welcoming atmosphere to the college that we provide for all our students. So yeah, super proud of that award.
Yeah, big credit to you and your team, and obviously the wider school staff as well, because it's everybody collectively that are helping to create that inclusive environment as well, including our students. This is probably one for Caroline, and this is a common question we often get. Somebody's toying between textiles and fashion, and how would you differentiate the two?
So, in terms of how I like to try and describe it is fashion. When you come in, you will learn to develop your skills on making clothes and advertising them, kind of the structure of clothes. So when you do sampling, you'll do things like seams and zips on the industrial sewing machine. You'll explore lots of structural ways in which you can create a garment. You'll do less about the surface, but you'll do more about how the fabrics kind of sit together, like a lining and, you know, padding and that sort of thing. But with textiles, it's less about the garment and it's more about the fabric. I wanted to do fashion when I was at school, and then when I went and did textiles, I thought, no, I'm far more enjoying the making of the mess and creating the fabric and letting somebody else make the garments up. That was my choice. But obviously we push things like wallpapers, bed linen, so any of that print that you see when you wake up in the morning that's on curtains or that's on your, you know, your plates, your cups, your backpacks, anything like that, accessories, the cups that you drink out of, that's usually predominantly a textile designer. I love drawing, so I love to create drawings and surfaces and then print and then just basically make a mess. But then if you wanted to do that for fashion, it's less about the garment, but how the fabric just kind of sits beautifully on the body. Whereas fashion is obviously, it's less about the pattern on there, but more about how it sits and how you wear it. We both do commercial, so you can both go into, so with fashion you'd go into things like maybe advertising, you might want to do journalism, or the commercial side of fashion that you're not making, whereas textiles you might want to do a big knitted garment or just flat print for fashion. So there's a fine line, but they're poles apart, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and don't worry guys, you know, because we do often get some students who may think that they've made the wrong decision, and we do have a window period at the beginning of college where people might want to transfer to a different course, but you know, we do offer you the appropriate information, advice and guidance when you come for an interview with us, and we try and make sure we get you on the right track.
I teach on both, so I'm literally 50-50 on both courses, so I would teach you both. So if you knew that you were on the wrong one, I'd know within the first couple of weeks and we'd just shift you over.
Speaking of information and advice, we got another award, didn't we, Amanda? Do you want to tell us a little bit about
that? We've just achieved for another 3 years the Matrix Standard, which means that we're excellent at supporting learners through their progression steps. So that would start right at the beginning, such as this, an information giving session, so you can make sure you're getting on the right course, all the way to supporting you onto your next steps. And everybody in the college is involved in that, all the teams. So yeah, really proud. That'll last for 3 years, and we'll do it again.
Great, thank you. Sarah, so for a mature student who's looking to do the Access course, obviously they might not have a ready portfolio to show. What kind of thing are you looking for when they come for an interview?
So it's the potential, because we're going to teach them, we're going to guide them. I just need to know, really, some people turn up with just one piece of drawing that they're really proud of. Some people come with photography, some people come with just some crafting type stuff. I like to see drawing, because there's 3 drawing units and drawing's key, yeah. And then just how they come across in their interview, how they communicate, and can they cope with a level 3 like writing. Some people don't have the qualifications, but as you get older you do get better with communication and stuff like that, and we will support you. We just need to make sure that you're ready to go on a degree, and that's the main part really. If they're not ready for a degree after a year, then potentially the Access isn't the right route and they might need to go and do a little short course or take a bit longer. But we've got to get them ready to hit a degree and be ready for that degree and successfully complete that degree within 9 months, and that's something to really consider when you're applying.
Yeah, and we do have that honest conversation with people as well beforehand. Yeah. Right?
I mean, I didn't talk about the fees last time. It's just short, £5 short of £4,000 for the access course if you have a level 3 qualification, so that's A levels, a BTEC. But if you haven't got the level 3, you do get level 3 entitlement, which means you don't have to pay the fees. But if you do include the fees type of thing, when you go and successfully complete your degree, that means you finish it and you pass it, so that £4,000 gets wiped.
Yeah, and it's not something that they're expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something they're expected to pay for up front.
You don't see it, touch it or smell it, no.
Yeah, but again, you can find out more information on the website about that. So this is one for Teresa. I'm looking down because I'm getting the questions through my mobile phone. I'm a SEND student and I get a lot of support at school. I'm nervous about not getting enough support at the college. Do you offer SEN support?
I suppose the short answer is yes, we do. We have got a SENCO that works at the college, who works in exactly the same way as a SENCO in a secondary school. And our SENCO, Carol, has got a team of learning support assistants that support our students both in the classroom and on a one-to-one basis, and also outside the classroom as well, depending on our students' needs. Members of the learning support team are often sort of in reception to greet our students when they come in, and as I said, they provide a variety of support. But if you have got SEND needs, if you do get in touch with us, then Carol will have a chat with you and your family, you know, establish exactly what you need, and you can also come and visit the college and have a chat with Carol and the team. We also have a specific area for our students with SEND, so if you need a bit of a quiet space, that's available for you as well.
Thank you, Teresa. So we've just got a couple of more questions now. So this person's interested in doing fine art, but they like photography too, and will they be able to use the photography kit whilst they're here? Amanda?
Well, as head of A levels, I can talk about the A-level programme, but I must also mention that we have a specialist course in fine art, and they will probably explore some photography within there. We also have a specialist photography course in which they could spend a lot of time doing fine art photography. So there's two options for you to come and have a little chat with some of the staff. But if you actually really wanted to do both, I would probably suggest that you have a look at the A-level, because it's a unique A-level option, because what we offer fine art, photography, graphics and textiles alongside either English or art history. But those 4 creative subjects, you will explore all 4, and then you will be able to select 2 of those, one from the visual arts pathway and one from the design pathway. So that would be something I would also suggest that you looked at. So either the fine art course itself, the photography course, or the A-level programme. Something to consider, and I'd absolutely advise you to have a chat with the staff from those courses.
Great, thank you, Amanda. And then I suppose the last question that's come through here is, how is the transport going to work when we relocate to Middlesbrough? What I will say is, obviously being in the centre of Middlesbrough means we're a lot more accessible in terms of public transport, so people can get to us through Arriva, and many of those routes as well will be free to students depending on where you live and what your circumstances are. And also we have the train station nearby as well, where we're offering free travel, where people get a card on particular routes. So do go to our website and read up on the information there to see if you're eligible, and also get in touch with us to see what financial support might be available as well. I suppose as a wrap up, I just want to go around everyone and say, if you had to sum the college up in a couple of words from your point of view, what would it be? I'll go with Amanda first.
I think that it offers students the chance to become individuals and to actually play to their strengths and become unique students, really. I think at school, very much is subject matter and projects that you all develop. But at the Northern School of Art, we really start to push the individuality within our students. Also, respect. We have great relationships with our students because we give respect. You're treated more like an adult and you treat us back with respect. And the journey's much, you can go further when you're happy. I think happy projects is the way forward. And I think that's what a lot of our students really appreciate.
Thank you, Amanda. Caroline?
Well, considering I was a student at the Northern School of Art before it was the Northern School of Art many moons ago, and I feel like I've never left. So I've literally did my degree and then just continued. But it's like Amanda said, yeah, there's a lot of respect for students. They're treated like adults, but you're literally smack bang in the middle of the creative industry. There's nothing it's limitless. It's absolutely limitless. Whatever you want to explore and whatever you want to try, the staff are like, yeah, let's give it a go. Yeah, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, but we literally will open your eyes and open your mind to anything in terms of the creative industry. There's so much out there that, you know, we don't even know, but, you know, you'll explore that for a full 2 years with us, or a year, depending on what course you have. But not only that, it means you're doing, especially those that enjoy. I was born to draw. I never wanted a job that didn't involve drawing ever since I was like tiny. And it gives you that because the staff are that passionate as well, because we love it as much as you do. We then encourage you, and we're really passionate about your journey. And if you are really into art and it's a career you want to do, you couldn't be in a better place, because literally you do it all week. You're literally doing art all week. It's fun, it's enjoyable. The students enjoy the projects. You get to choose as well. It's not like it's in a box. You get to explore what you're interested in, not just in art, but you get to explore ethical issues as well, that kind of, you know, can kind of and what kind of art you want to communicate in terms of commercial and, you know, art-based, visual.
I suppose you as staff as well, you continue your practice outside of work, and that.
Yeah, I've never stopped.
And I can see Amanda's got some lovely watercolour designs in the back there, because that's what you're into at the minute, isn't it?
It is.
You're on freelancing illustration, which is fantastic.
It is. This lot here is for a group that I work with on a Saturday, a mental health group. So that's why they're ready for me session.
So what about Sarah? What's your take on the college from your point of view?
It's a small community. There's a sense of community in our college, and like to reiterate what Caroline said, the staff are very passionate about your journey. We all care. That's what seems to come back from students at feedback, is that all the staff care. We're all approachable. We will bend over backwards by hook or by crook, get you to the end, and we're all in the same journey of getting you to the progression to get you either onto a degree, into an apprenticeship or a job, and make you a better person when you leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. And then lastly, Teresa, from a student services point of view.
Plus, it's always worse going last, isn't it? Because everybody's
yeah. How do you follow that?
Yeah, I suppose I come from it from a slightly different perspective, because obviously I'm not academic staff, and I'm not creative at all in the slightest. But what comes over to me is the enthusiasm from all the staff, and that real desire to get the best out of the students, whether that be academically or sort of with their personal development, moving them towards independence, being challenging, but also being extremely supportive with that. And I suppose as a member of staff, I would say it's one of the happiest places that I've ever worked. And I think that's, you know, credit to all the staff and the students that we've got.
Great. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. I just want to say thank you very much to all of you for taking part in this question and answer. We've had some amazing questions through today. If you do think of anything else after the event, do get in touch with us on our student recruitment email, or you can phone us as well during normal office hours. So hopefully we will see you after Easter, when things start slowly reverting back to normal and we start opening our college through normal physical events. That would be great. Hope you've enjoyed it, and goodbye for now. So thanks very much, everyone. Bye-bye.